Community Radio Network. WCRN 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
And Comets basketball back on the air. And a good Friday afternoon to you all. Just after 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we are in Clayton. And we're ready for coverage on CRN for the first time ever, I believe, or at least it's been a while since they've played. Out of Southern Pines, North Carolina, the Pinecrest Patriots preparing to take on the Clayton Comets. We welcome you to our broadcast coverage on the Community Radio Network, and for those that are watching via our CRN Sports YouTube, I'm Wesley Outland. We'll be joined by Kim Winslow very soon. Jackie Posey will also be joining us on color commentary as well as running our production on camera. We get ready for this matchup. Again, the Clayton Comets, Varsity women, coming off of a big win the other night right here at home. Did a phenomenal job. And we'll be ready to go here for this game coming up here in just a few moments. We're about a minute away from player introductions, ready to get things started. Again, we'll be joined soon by Kim Winslow. 1-1 for Pinecrest Patriots coming into this game. The Clayton Comets are in non-conference play as they have been in the last probably 3 weeks or so to kick off the season. And they are currently at 2-1 on the year, coming off of a big win the other night right here with a amazing shutout by the team that we played. Literally, they just stomped Enloe in the ground. No opportunity whatsoever for Enloe. 63-17. Back on November 22nd, they got a win on the road, 38-31. And they started the season with a loss here at home 2 Fridays ago to Cardinal Gibbons in a close barn burner, 56-50. Kim Winslow, I bring you to the phone. Welcome to basketball.
Welcome. It's kind of weird to be back here already.
It's good to hear your voice again because we haven't heard from you since November in the playoff game of football at Millbrook.
And I have to admit, I've been a little under the weather this week, so we're gonna see how well my voice holds out.
Well, we got Jackie on the way, Jackie Posey, so she can try to help us out along the way. But we're ready to go for this matchup, and we now get ready to go to public address.
This was a quick switch over from the freshman game.
We are. We're going to go to public address and get ready for player introductions. All right. Check.
I think talk loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jeff Adams Gymnasium Arena, the home of your Clayton Comets! Tonight is a non-conference 4A contest featuring the Pinecrest Patriots of Southern Pines and your Clayton Comets varsity women team. John, can you turn me up just a little bit more? John Asmussen. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Pinecrest Patriots. A freshman, number 3, Josiah Gilchrist. A junior power forward, strong forward, number 5, Ava Deppenbrock. A point guard, shooting guard, senior. Number 12, Jakaya Scott. A freshman. Number 15, Anaya McGregor. And at number 35, Jada Dokes. The head coach of Pinecrest Patriots is Ronshaw Cole and assistant Jermaine Bright. And now, it's time to introduce the starting lineup for the Varsity Girl Women Clayton Comets team. A freshman guard, number 3, Yasana Lee Randall. A forward senior, number 5, Dariana Howard. A senior forward, number 11, Kayla Robertson. A senior shooting guard, number 12, Lacey Strickland. And a sophomore point guard, shooting guard, number 23, Kaylin McCoy. The head coach of the Clayton women's varsity team is Mr. Marlon Lee. They come in tonight's contest with a record of 2-1. The referees are from the North Carolina High School Athletic Association with conference from the Triangle Basketball Association based out of Raleigh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's wish both teams on and go Comets! All right, Kim. Now that we turned up our life a little bit.
Can you turn up my volume a little bit?
I can.
Say.
There you go. Is that much better?
Oh, much better.
There
Thank you.
And this game
And
is underway.
Comets get the tip, and Kayla Robertson quickly with the layup.
And I'll be honest with you, Kim, that's exactly how it started last.
Yeah, it sounds
when
like
Jackie gets here. This is exactly how it started last week, and there's Howard with a steal.
And she gets it off to Izana for an easy basket.
2-0 the score right now.
4-0 now. That was a quick basket by Izana Lee Randall.
All right, you caught that before I did.
Oh, and Dariana with the block. But it's going to go off Dariana and remain Pinecrest ball.
And Jackie is finally here. We'll hear from her at the end of the period. And she'll be running our camera here as right now I've been trying to do double duty. Thank you, Kim, for taking over some of the play-by-play shots for me. As number 3 and number 12, that's Gilchrist to Scott around the circle. And
Shot goes up,
and
and Dariana gets the rebound.
Yeah, Howard got the ball back, and we're underway here.
Quick shot by Izana, misses just off the front of the rim, and Patriots come up with the rebound.
You know, Kim, I'm watching here as we watch now number 12, Scott on the top of the circle. Now she moves around and trying to get something started here, but obviously Clayton has got that defensive trap, and as soon as they go from defense, they quickly go to offense, and Coach Lee likes that because they score points.
Yeah, they're a quick transition team.
Quickly with a shot.
Two-pointer.
It's off the rim, no good, nothing but Windex, and it's not going to count as it's still 4-0 here in the first. And almost a turnover. Howard saves it. There's McCoy up the lane, short on the basket on 2. They'll turn it over. Setting up now. That's Iana McGregor. McGregor now around the circle looking for Gilchrist. Gilchrist now sets back to McGregor again, top of the wing. And now setting back to Scott. Scott now in the perimeter, going back to Gilchrist. McGregor, shot by number 5, Deppenbrock, and it will not go. It'll go in for a 2. I thought it was going to call a 3, but it's a 2 there, Kim. And finally, the Patriots are on the board.
They are. Now the Comets are going to set up their offense. They've been in that transition offense, but they're going to set up and run a play this time.
I'm looking on my stats, Kim, preparing for this broadcasting game. I don't think Clayton and Pinecrest have played each other before.
I don't think so, but Lacey Strickland with the 3, it was long, but Izana Lee Randall got the miss, put it back up for 2.
Got the miss, going back in around the perimeter, and they'll set up around the outside here. Here comes down number 3, and the steal.
She tried to pass it, but
McCoy and Randall just coming up short, and there's an opportunity for Robertson to come up with it now. Robertson with the rock to the basket. Randall is short on the 2.
But that was
coming
a good
behind,
follow.
Though, is McCoy.
That was a good follow by Kayla
McCoy.
McCoy.
Yep.
to follow the shot because she got the miss, put it back up for 2. It's a suffocating defense by the Comets.
Yeah, they're making it work. They're boxing them in, giving them all the pressure.
Oh, and they
in the
get a
world,
steal
and another
again.
turnover.
Oh, but Izana wasn't ready for the pass, and Comets turn it right back over to the Patriots.
As Ayanna McGregor now getting it back for the green
And
and gold, the Pinecrest.
Kayla Robertson got her hands on it.
Here we go now.
She gets it out to Kayla McCoy.
McCoy's such a talent to the free throw line, and Howard knocks it off the top of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes in here, 8-2, 6-point lead currently for the Comets. About to close in already, Kim, on 4 minutes in the first period of play. They've knocked some time off the clock quickly.
Oh, and
another basket. I want to say
Patriots
that
put
was
over,
5.
I think it was number 12, I think.
Okay, number 12 of
I think.
Jakaya Scott. I thought 15 might have been around there in McGregor, but we'll give a score there. It's cut it in half, 8-4. Kim's got her scorebook. I love her scorebook. She's actually got it written out this year. What'd
Well,
you
I
do,
ran
like a printout of the PDF
Yeah,
on the computer?
I ran out of. I only had a couple pages left. My new book comes tomorrow.
There you go. Well, we haven't heard Kim Winslow since the Millbrook game back in November for the playoffs.
Up.
For football.
Patriots turn it over.
Randall.
Yasana Randall.
Oh,
and she lays it up for 2.
Basket and 1 for Yasana Lee Randall, the freshman guard.
And she is fouled. She's going to go to the line for the and 1.
Basket and 1 coming up. Jackie's in the house. Jackie, how you doing?
I could be better, but
Another
I'm doing
day
good.
at work in
Yes.
Wally World.
Christmas cards are atrocious.
How dare you come here wearing Auburn stuff?
Well, I didn't realize my name tag was still on my bed. I'll take it off. But I do
It's
have
all
my
good.
CRN
It's all
shirt.
good.
underneath.
I'm proud of you.
Zana puts it up. And, oh, it was a little long off the back of the rim, but it rolled in.
10-4.
So she gets, oh.
I think they're going to call a lane violation,
Wait.
actually, Kim.
Oh.
I think they're going to call for a lane
No. He didn't realize. Somehow
Maybe the referee didn't realize it was a
she had made the basket.
Yeah.
Huh.
Some of the fans said, come on, ref, where are you at?
The
Dude,
officials
go on.
confirming that the basket was good.
What would you say, Jackie?
I was saying it's okay. Give her another one. It's okay.
Yeah. I thought it was a lane violation, but it's not. 11-4, and now we'll see Pinecrest put the ball back into inbound. Watching him drive up the lane. Here we go. Shot to the outside perimeter. Shot for 3.
And it's
nails
good.
it. What
by
a
Gilchrist.
job by number 3, Josiah Gilchrist, the freshman. And Josiah Gilchrist with a big three-point shot to cut the lead now to 4.
And a 3 by Kayla
McCoy.
I tell you what, Kayla Robertson got it inside to Dariana Howard, but the whole defense collapsed on her, and she was able to kick it back out to Kaylin for 3.
And now she's going to go for more points under the perimeter, looking for Layla Baker. Baker destroyed. That's going to be for Cecilia Trader. And Trader went for a 3, and she come up short. It's no good. And we've got a timeout called on the field. On the field.
We're still in
on
football.
the court. Timeout on the court is what I meant to say.
Timeout Pinecrest.
So with that being said, we have a timeout. And we will step away. We're underway. 14-7. 2:49 left to go in the, well, actually, you know what? This is a quick commercial, so. Yeah. We're not going to go to commercial break. Hashtag fake news.
It's a good thing because we're getting ready to get back into
Yeah, because
action.
it was a quick 30-second timeout. I thought they called for a full, but it's a 30-second, so. 14-7. These two teams have never played each other until tonight. Pinecrest Patriots out of Southern Pines, North Carolina, based out of the Sandhills area, if you will, Kim.
Oh, another turnover.
Near Fayetteville,
and then
Sanford.
Comets almost had the turnover, but they turned it right back over to the Patriots.
That's Zanadia McNair. And Zanadia McNair will now circle it back around to Gilchrist. Gilchrist with pressure now by Layla Baker, as well as correction of Trader. Shot up for 3, no good.
by McNair, but she comes up short.
And the rebound from Robertson to McCoy. McCoy on the 2, and it's no good. The rebound, big rebound there by number 54. I'm going to say that's Kayla Rice, number 54 for the Patriots. Kayla Robertson down on the defense, and the drive up the lane, short, and they turn it over. Comets coming up with it with Trader. Jump ball. Will they call for it? Yes, they
Jump
will.
ball.
Pinecrest will keep possession.
I'm glad you had 54 on your roster. I didn't have it on mine.
Kayla Rice, number 54, Kayla Rice. Inside perimeter, going back to McNair. McNair now shoots it off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound. Comets coming up with it. Trader
Layla
with
Baker came up with the rebound.
And back to McCoy. McCoy slows down the tempo. We're closing in on 90 seconds to play in the first period. Drive, Howard.
Howard tried to dip. She got double teamed. She tried to dip underneath the defender and couldn't get the shot to fall.
And now Zanadia McNair, sophomore for the Patriots, getting the ball back here. Under 80 seconds to play in a steal. Turnover. Here comes Howard.
Oh, nice.
Howard, McCoy, there you go. And 2, we saw a lot of that on Tuesday night there. On Monday night, actually, Kim.
And that was good play by McCoy. As soon as the Comets got possession of the ball, McCoy was quickly down court, and she was wide open under the basket for the easy layup. They're going to call an over and back on the Patriots, and Comets are going to get the ball back.
Cam, speaking of a team that we play usually during the year, we played them in basketball, we played them in Fayetteville in football. Wakefield head coach James Ward has effective immediately resigned as football coach of the Wolverines.
I just saw that on high school OT.
After 4 seasons. So can we play Wakefield in non-conference play, but for the last couple of years we've played them in our sports bracket. 1 minute to play remaining here in the first period of action. McCoy, Friday night here on CRN, going back to Robertson. Robertson to McCoy, and under the basket, waiting patiently in the paint perimeter is going to be Howard. And somehow goes to Robertson, goes to
nice
Howard.
Feed
nice
inside.
Footwork
And she's going to get the and one.
Basket and 1 for the Delaware college commit senior of Dariana Howard in her green shoes.
That was a nice play, nice feed inside. Dariana was able to go up strong and make sure that the basket fell.
A basket and 1, second time in this game tonight. In just the first period of play. Howard's going to add on to the points. Basket up.
Oh,
no
just
good.
off to the left side.
To the left of the net, no good. And the rebound, and here we go again. Driving up the lane, going down comes Scott. Scott now up the perimeter. Shot going in, and she's going to step out of bounds, I believe.
No, they're going to call a foul. Looks like on number 32.
If it is, it's Olivia McKernan. McKernan, yes it is. Olivia McKernan on the foul. McKernan on the defense now. Comets back on defense offensively now for Pinecrest. As fancy work as Scott goes down. They're going to call traveling.
Go back to the Comets.
Turn that ball right back over. 22 seconds now remaining here in the first period.
It's been a fast first quarter.
It has, Kim. And we'll see Howard inbound it. McCoy.
It's like Howard and McCoy shop at the same place for their shoes.
Driving, McCoy. The blue on white for the Comet colors, and a shot. It's an air ball. No one there for Howard. And there's going to be a foul, though. This might be sending McKernan to the free throw line.
No, because there wasn't a shot.
Non-shooting foul, you're right.
And that's actually, I think, going to be on McKiernan.
So that was an, yeah,
He
that
the
was an
official
offensive foul.
Didn't signal the player number, but I believe that was on number 32, McKiernan.
Well, nonetheless, 5 seconds remaining here in the first period as Owens driving, and she couldn't get past midcourt on the defense, and that is the first period of play. So, we're end of 1, 18-7. Coach Marlon Lee, the Lady Comets will regroup. They got a big lead now. leading by 11, and we'll be back with more Comets basketball Friday night on the Community Radio Network.
The Comet Athletic Booster Club would like to thank the following family super boosters for their support and generosity to Comets athletics: the Evans family, the Fitzsimmons family, the Ivy family, the Lee family, the Lowry family, the Mann family, the Mitchner family, the Stavrianakis family, and the Winslow family. If you would like to support Comets athletics as a family super booster, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets!
Well, timeout is done. 8 minutes are about to go back up on the clock. First period. Kim Winslow, you're taking the first period. Clayton up by 11 right now in the early going.
Look, I think Clayton's defense has kind of been the story of the game. You can see as soon as the Patriots get possession, they've always got at least one player playing a full court press, and as soon as they get it over the half court line, they're double teaming, trying to get that trap in the corner, and it's created a lot of turnovers that then the Comets have turned into points.
Jackie Posey, you're getting a lot of the video images for the sights and sounds of our broadcast. What you're taking the first period for Clayton?
The little bit that I've seen, it seems like Clayton's come up to play.
Big win, obviously, the other night.
Yes.
If you remember, 63-17.
McCoy put it up for three. She missed. Ariana got the rebound, tried to put it back up, but couldn't get it to fall, and Patriots come up with the rebound.
And driving here now, seeing what the Patriots can do to respond here in this second period underway. This is now Donica Owens. Owens handing it off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist around the perimeter, back to Scott. Scott will now go back to Owens. Owens drives, turns the ball over, going back to
McCoy got
Howard.
a hand on it. And now she's going to get the fast break, and McCoy with the fast break, 2 points.
And that's number 32.
23.
23, I'm sorry, Kayla McCoy.
She was 32 last year, I
She was,
believe.
and that's where it's confusing
Yes.
us.
Oh, another turnover. Izana Lirando gets the turnover, and she takes it in for two.
This is a young lady that we saw build up her, resume from JV. Or I'm sorry, from middle school ball. She's a freshman player. The turnover.
And we saw how effective Kaylin McCoy was for the Comets as a
That's
freshman.
Right. You see how good Howard was for the Comets.
And when I was filling out,
that's the building program right there.
When I was filling out my roster and writing down that Dariana was a senior, I mean, it seems like yesterday she was coming on this floor as a freshman.
We followed her.
Yeah,
we have followed her all 4 years.
She was. I remember her starting as a freshman, and I cannot believe she is a senior already.
And by the way, in her junior year, which we covered in the spring on CRN right before the playoffs, she got, over 1,000 points, 1,000 steals, rebounds.
She's been
committed
a star.
to Delaware. I mean, she had 18 offers to go to NCAA Division I schools and finally picked Delaware.
The Blue Hens, I believe. So Patriots are going to retain possession, inbound the ball.
That's Zanadia McNair inbounding it back to number 15 of McGregor. And around the circle here we go back to Gilchrist. Green on gold for the first time ever. The Pinecrest Patriots playing the Clayton Comets. They're based out of the Sand Hills of North Carolina in the Fayetteville-Sanford area. Shot off the rim, no good. Rebound, Comets got it back.
Michaela Robertson threw it right to, and she banks it in.
Nice
I missed
job
who that
by
was.
Gilchrist.
I think it was number 3.
Number 3.
Yep.
Josiah Gilchrist with a 3, and it's 22-9 now. Varsity men coming up later tonight. Lacey Strickland. High snap to Randall, and she nails it.
She absolutely nailed it. I didn't know she had that kind of
Jackie,
range.
that was the equivalent of a football play right there.
And Dariana gets a hand on it, creates a steal.
Strickland going to McCoy. Inside, back to Randall.
Izana.
Randall for another 3,
that's
and
Izana.
she backed it off the net.
Oh, she couldn't
And
get it to
missed
fall.
off. So close.
Again,
Wow.
Dariana with a steal. Oh, and then she turns it right back
Well, it
over.
looked like just a moment ago, Howard and Gilchrist about had a football tackle there.
I'm glad
on
I'm
the
not
court.
keeping track of steals. This is and turnovers. This is Game of hot potatoes sometimes.
Inside, driving up the lane, that's Yabon now. Yabon now back to Gilchrist. Gilchrist around the perimeter, back down to McGregor. McGregor boxed in, trapped. And here comes another drive off the net, short on 15 to McGregor, and the turnover back to the Comets. Here come the Comets now. Running, that's Howard. Going to McCoy.
McCoy in the corner for 3.
The Comets are soaring in C-Town on a Friday night, 28-9. And Kim, this is only going to make them better as they move into conference play in a few more weeks.
Oh, and Dariana's going to get the block and the steal. She's going to push it up court and take it herself all the way.
Coast to coast.
Baseline to baseline, and she puts it up for 2.
Coast to coast, 30-9, and she gets it done. Here we go now with another drive. Threw that one away. That was Gilchrist. 30-9, 21-point lead right now. Jackie, can you say the Comets are carrying on all that momentum from Monday night? Their big win, 63-17.
Absolutely.
It's the first time we've seen Comets in such a transition offense. This is the first time we've kind of seen them set up their offense in quite a few possessions.
And we saw them for the first time on Monday night on CRN. So we watch them drive up the lane. Shot and a 3, no good. The rebound coming back down to Pinecrest.
Trader was a little long on the 3.
Back to Owens. Owens now. Peretz around their side to Scott.
Oh,
Scott.
and again, Dariana gets her hand on it.
I'm telling you, to McCoy, and she's finishing it. Whoa, she lost the ball.
The defender was down there quickly, and she kind of held up and just happened to lose the handle on the ball at the same time. Turns it right back over to the Patriots.
Quickly returns it back over there to Owens for the Patriots.
Oh, but Kayla Robertson's going to intercept the pass.
Kayla Robertson also being a senior. She's growed, I believe,
and
this
McCoy
year as well.
misses the easy layup. Kind of missed the whole backboard.
Number 12, Scott, driving to the basket and 2. And it's been probably about 4 or 5 minutes since we've seen a score by the Pinecrest Patriots. Came on the board again.
Second basket of the second period. We're 5 minutes in.
3 minutes left to go in the first half of this game. It's flying by. And the Comets, Jackie, are racking up the points.
Yes, I think their offense have actually gotten together. And
it's funny seeing them run that offense. Here you got tall Kayla Robertson outside the perimeter and Kaylin McCoy inside in the post area, and she doesn't have the height in there. They had to kind of reverse that. Coach Lee calls a timeout to reset.
30-11, timeout. 2:48 left to go in the half. We're back with Comets basketball on the Community Radio Network.
60 years of fender banging, tire scrubbing, Friday night stock car racing is what built the place they call America's favorite bull ring.
3 wide down the back straightaway.
Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile paved oval where tomorrow's stars are crowned now under the Friday night lights.
I come for the color, I come for the cars, and I come for the crashes.
Tickets are just $15 with special discounts available. Family-friendly, NASCAR sanctioned, WCSpeedway.com.
Green flag in the air.
New season, Wake County Speedway will fire up in March. 30-11. Right now, here in the second period, Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey, Wesley
Dariana
Allen,
takes
and Howard
it in
at
for 2.
Right up where we belong, and she left off on the whistle, and she gets another score.
And again, as soon as the Patriots get it over the half-court line, they're quickly double-teamed. This time by Trader and Stevens.
That number 5, Deppen Brock, trying to go for a 3. Instead, she knocks it in under the nets. Under the backboard, to the side of the backboard, actually. Pardon the correction. And now we drive them up again. McNair up the lane, under pressure. Comets are all over them. White on Rice in a snowstorm, and they're not letting them go anywhere.
Yeah, this defense, and we saw it last year, and they're just picking up right where they left off.
32-11, and a shot for 3, no good by 11 of McNair. But then they finish under the basket, number 12.
No, 35, Jada Dokes.
Jada
put it
Dokes
right back
put
up.
it back. There you go. I saw Dokes in Yaba right there with each other. Howard.
Oh, nice move by Howard to drive the lane. Kind of did a little Euro step there.
And she beat 3 players to do it, Kim.
Yeah, that's that little Euro step move where she kind of goes up, over, and under.
Beat 3 players to get it done in the whistle.
And she stepped out of bounds. It's going to turn it back over to the Comets.
Players coming in on subs as Strickland will come out.
Stevens will come out.
Stevens is out, yep. Building the program, Coach Marlon Lee. 18, 19 seasons now as head coach for the Comets. Working his way with now McCoy. McCoy now with the rock. We're closing in on 80 seconds to play here in the first half. It's already flown by the first half of play. We're in the second period. Slowing down the tempo. Coach Lee giving her a signal. Run the clock down. Just run the clock down.
See what Coach wants to do.
1 minute to go.
Oh, and we
a
turn
steal.
it over.
That's a takeaway by Deppenbrock for Pinecrest.
A little bit of a lazy
Driving
pass.
by McNair. McNair around Howard to the side
Good
of the net.
defense
No
for
good.
Howard to get back. Up,
And she
turn
got it back, though.
over. Oh.
That was Owens. And Kim, just like that, the pressure there and opening the door to let Pinecrest get a score. The Lady Patriots is what they called.
Yeah, it looks like Comets are going to kind of go to a 4-corner offense. Just kind of, again, 33 seconds left here to go in the first half. They're just going to take some time off the clock, just kind of rotate around.
And Kim, we have
This is the point about not having the shot clock.
That's right.
And I think.
And by the way, that is in big, deep discussions.
No,
of
it
what
did
to
not.
happen.
It did
It
not.
got denied.
It did not make it out of committee, so there will be no vote on the shot clock.
So Coach Marlon Lee would not be a fan of the shot clock, right, Kim?
Oh, I thought Kayla was going to take the 3, but
McCoy.
Kayla McCoy does, and it's good.
At the horn, and this is the half. Wow.
Wow, that flew by. The Comets are going to go into halftime. Goodness.
37-15 at the half. That's the score.
A 22-point lead.
Wow.
Excellent job by the Comets. And again, I think the story there was their defense, creating turnovers and then executing, getting the points off turnovers.
37-15 again. Kim will look at her book, make sure everything's unofficially working right for us, and we'll look at the stats and analysis. As right now we go to an extended commercial break. We'll check in with Jackie Posey, get her thoughts also on the first half of the game as well. Varsity men coming up later tonight, 37-15 at the half. Comets basketball back on the Community Radio Network when we return.
Become a Comets athletic booster and take advantage of some of the best advertising opportunities in town. From signs that are visible to busy Highway 70 and throughout the CHS athletic fields that are also used by the town of Clayton and hosts to numerous rec leagues and tournaments, to advertising on the Community Radio Network and the Booster Club website. We would like to thank the following corporate and Super Comet boosters for their support and generosity to Comets athletics. The Christy Mangum team with Caldwell Banker HPW, ARS Rescue Rooter of Raleigh, First Federal Bank, Narron Incorporated, Walter Schmidlin, Attorney at Law, the Joey Millard Edwards team at Carolina Realty, Kim Roberts with Next Gen Homes by EXP, Prestige Pools of North Carolina, Vincent Orthodontics, Champion Roofing and Restoration, Hometown Realty, Horizon Family Medicine, and Generation Church. If your business would like to support Comets Athletics, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets! The Comet Athletic Booster Club would like to thank the following family super boosters for their support and generosity to Comets Athletics: the Evans family, the Fitzsimmons family, the Ivy family, the Lee family, the Lowry family, the Mann family, the Mitchner family, the Stavrianakis family, and the Winslow family. If you would like to support Comets Athletics as a family super booster, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets!
Regresando a la escuela, sí tenía miedo, porque yo tenía pensamientos que no sabía si iba a poder hacerlo.
A los 47 años, Marco obtuvo su high school diploma.
Nunca es muy tarde para obtenerlo.
Nadie obtiene un diploma solo. Si estás pensando en obtener tu high school diploma, puedes recibir ayuda. Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org. Repito, completatudiploma.org. Presentado por la Dollar General Literacy Foundation y el Ad Council.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
60 years of fender banging, tire scrubbing, Friday night stock car racing is what built the place they call America's favorite bull ring.
3 wide down the back straightaway.
Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile paved oval where tomorrow's stars are crowned now under the Friday night lights.
I come for the color, I come for the cars, and I come for the crashes.
Tickets are just $15 with special discounts available. Family-friendly, NASCAR sanctioned, WCSpeedway.com.
Green flag in the air.
All right, we're back here at the half, and we welcome you back inside our broadcast booth. Kim Winslow, Wesley Outland here with you. Kim, you got the stats, you got the analysis. First half of this game, 37-15 is the score currently right now.
Yeah, Comets actually in the first half have 2 players in double figures, being Kaylin McCoy with 15 and Izana Lee Randall with 12. Dariana Howard, she created a lot of those turnovers inside in those kickouts. She's got 8 for the Comets, and then Kayla Robertson with 2. For the Patriots, they are led by Josiah Gilchrist with 5, Jakaya Scott with 4, and then Deppenbrock, Owens, and Dokes all with 2.
Well, so nobody's really in foul trouble either.
No, and again, the official did not signal the exact number. He may have verbally communicated it, but I believe Olivia McKiernan has 2 fouls, and that's really all the fouls that we've had in the game.
Pinecrest to get back in this game, Kim. What is it they're going to have to do right now? They're in a pretty big hole. It's not a bad hole per se, but definitely Clayton is racking up the points.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out how to get past this Clayton defense. Again, as soon as they're getting it over the half-court line, Comets are double-teaming. They've got to figure out how to break that and take care of the ball. They've been turning the ball over way too much. Comets have been able to get their hands on the ball in the lane, turning it back over, and then obviously scoring off those turnovers. So Patriots need to do a better job of keeping control of the ball and then stopping the Comets on the other side.
I look offensively. We're seeing Howard score points. We're seeing McCoy score points. They're pretty much the highest scorers right now in the game for Clayton.
Absolutely. Those are the 2 highest scorers. And what's nice to see is those are 2 pretty young players. When you look at some of the Comets lineup, there's a lot of, it's a senior-heavy team. But when you see where the points are coming from, it's a freshman and a sophomore.
There you go. Freshman and sophomore, and the future of the Comets club as well. And with that being said, that has been your Clayton Comets boosters at the half here Thanks again to Brian Hell, all that they do, and we get ready to go back to on-court action here in just a moment after a quick commercial break on the Community Radio Network.
The Comet Athletic Booster Club would like to thank the following family super boosters for their support and generosity to Comets athletics: the Evans family, the Fitzsimmons family, the Ivy family, the Lee family, the Lowry family, the Mann family, the Mitchner family, the Stavrianakis family, and the Winslow family. If you would like to support Comets athletics as a family super booster, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets!
We'll be back, and we are ready to go now for the second half of this game. Flip-flop from left to right for Pinecrest, right to left for the Comets. We welcome you back to coverage. Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey, Wesley Outland, and Dariana Howard is about to make some fans in the stands right there, diving for the ball.
Yeah, and again, that's another pass that Dariana Howard gets a hand on. And that's just what we were talking about, that Pinecrest has to take care of the ball, and they turn it over on their first possession.
Look at Strickland with the takeaway.
Strickland gets it back out to Howard.
And they slow down the tempo. Randall on a three, and it's off the net. No good. Rebound by number 12 of Scott, and here we go. Getting set to go again here. Scott inside, driving, going to McNair. Shot for three. Off to the left of the net, no good.
Oh, it might be tied up. Yep, they're going to call a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow will go to Clayton.
Comets.
Comets ball. Jackie, what's your take of the first half of the game for Clayton so far?
I've enjoyed watching both offense and defense. To watch the girls go from offense, getting the balls into the hoop, and then turning around.
Quick transition. We talked about that, Kim. That fast transition that Coach Lee tells them, as soon as you go from the offensive side of things, quickly go on defense, trap them, and get the ball from them immediately.
Comets look like they're setting up in a 2-3 zone.
37-15. Another drive now by number 10 of Owens. Owens inside the paint, going now back around to McNair. McNair around the circle to Scott. Scott now settles back to Owens. Owens coverage there by Robertson, and they're going to call a foul on 11. Kayla Robertson, I think that'll be her first foul of the game.
Just her first foul of the game.
Number 11, Kayla Robertson, the Ford senior. Driving, number 12,
another block
short
by
there
Dariana.
by Scott.
Yeah, Dariana got a hand on that to block that shot.
And another opportunity to go to the net and good and score there.
By Scott.
That's number 12, Jakaya Scott. And now Clayton ready to set up here with McCoy. 37-17, the lead cut to 20, by the way. Howard inside, Robertson up and an easy two.
Nice jumper in the lane for Robertson.
Just past the free throw line, charity stripe, and she puts another two on. Contact, ball bounces off the leg of McCoy as it goes out of bounds, and it will stay Pinecrest ball. So there was so here's what happened. There was contact made, Kim, where both 11, 23, and 10, McCoy and Owens both made contact with the ball, but they're saying that it was last touch by McCoy.
Yeah, and there was some discussion about it. Again,
Dariana Howard throw the elbow there, yeah.
She gets another hand on the ball.
A slap and takes it away, but still, she got the rebound back, but still gave it right back to
save it.
Gave it back to Owens. McNair, shot. Ball goes in on a two. And the timeout is called here. 39-19. We're closing in on the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of radio identification. This is Comets basketball on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Community Radio Network. WCRN 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Kim, I think there's a new lively Patriots ladies squad coming out for the second half of this game. They're trying to get out of the cellar, only down by 20 now.
Yeah, they came out. They've been a little bit more effective. Comets have been a little bit sloppy with the ball. See what Coach Marlon Lee has for adjustments here on this possession.
39-19. Jackie, what you thinking?
I'm thinking that Clayton needs to go like they were doing in the first and the second quarter.
Changing things up might not be the way to go as Howard now under pressure by 2.
Gets a nice feed into Robertson.
It did go in for Robertson.
In and out, but as Patriots tried to get the rebound, they stepped out of bounds.
That's right, and they say it's going to go back to the Comets.
It's nice to see the Comet crew filing in. There was a good number of people here, even for the freshman game.
Disappointed on Monday. They didn't come out for the game
It's a Monday after
Monday.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm sure teachers signed a lot of homework on Monday.
Everybody was hungover from Happy Turkey Murder Day. Here we go inside the lane. Going down to Scott to Owens.
So
Owens now driving back to McNair.
That was another possession that the Comets weren't able to get points.
Shot 3 off the cylinder, no good. Rebound, Robertson getting it back for the Comets, and they're driving. 20-point lead, 39-19, Robertson.
On the line.
And she's short and no good. The rebound coming back now.
He's got to get back on defense, though.
Pinecrest. And
that was an
easy. And do you think that was an easy 2 because Robertson didn't turn back around and play the pressure on her?
Yeah, I mean, Robertson wasn't necessarily aggressive getting back on defense.
And the ball out of play now by number 5, Howard. And they're going to call for a foul here, actually.
See, the officials are
they're having a powwow.
Having a little conversation, trying to sort it out. See what they're going to signal.
Well, all 3 of the referees are now coming together. Are they saying it's a timeout?
I don't know. We're not getting any signal. He's just up talking to the scorer's table, but we haven't seen any kind of.
They're saying it's a timeout. They're calling it. They got both teams going to their respective places on the sideline.
But
here.
Who are they assessing the timeout?
Right. I'm confused.
The official kind of keeps coming up to the scorer's table and just talking to them, but not necessarily giving the signals. Comets going to inbound the ball.
It'll be Comets' ball after a timeout. I'm wondering if maybe a timeout was called. I wonder if a timeout was called before they called the play dead whistle. So here we go with Robertson. Robertson inside, going back to Howard.
Nice move by Diana Howard to lay it up for 2.
There you go. It's been a while since Howard got back on the board. She gets another 2.
How are you, Will Chalk?
Will Chalk's in the house.
Oh, and Patriots going to get called for a travel. Another turnover.
Go back to Comets again. .4:16 in the third and second half action. Still a 20-point lead. 41-21 McCoy. Driving, going to Howard. Howard at the free throw line.
Oh, nice
now
move by Howard on the left side.
2.
She goes up on the left side this time and lays it in for another 2 points for the Comets.
Sure
Again,
did.
extends the lead back to 22.
And now a rush and a push and a lane and a hit. There you go. Great coverage by Comets there of Robertson.
Izana's going to be under the basket all alone.
And Randall will put in 2.
It's going to be her first 2 of the second half.
And the Comets are now starting to show signs of life like they did in the second period. Driving, Howard boxing, hurry
again,
in.
Howard getting her
nowhere
hand
to go.
On the ball, and now McCoy's going to push it. Oh, she's got fouled.
McCoy will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2.
It's going to be a foul.
Foul's going to be on number 3 of Gilchrist. Yes.
Just her first.
Josiah Gilchrist, the freshman.
That'll put McCoy at the line for 2.
45-21. And McCoy ready to go. First shot in and good.
And it's good.
Number 32 last year, number 23 this year for the point guard, shooting guard, sophomore Kayla McCoy. Second in leading standings for Comets. Behind Howard on points.
And she misses the second. I think that was the first missed free throw for the Comets.
I think so as well.
Oh, no. Dariana missed one.
Howard,
first half.
So only 2 missed free throws, though. That's not bad.
Oh, another block by Howard.
That's going to be Rice. Kaylee Rice trying to drive, 54.
Howard
losing the ball. Howard got it back.
Zana pushes. She pulls it back out. Good decision.
Wow, look at Howard. And she finishes on 2. I thought she was going to lose that ball, but she got it in and puts in another 2. And they're running away with it now, 48-21 with under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Driving, 10-5. Here you go. That's going to be Owens to
and
Deppen Brock.
Oh, she turns it over.
And a turnover. McNair. And
she's
McCoy
gonna
the
get
basket
fouled.
and 1. Number 11, Zonadiah McNair just got fouled. Basket and 1. The basket counted, ref. Basket and 1.
See if he just gives her the one free throw this time.
They gave the signal finally that it counted. 48-23. Rack on the points here. As Zonadiah McNair, sophomore, will go to the line at the charity stripe and go for another point to make it a 3-point play. And she misses. Howard on the rebound. Coming back. Inbound. Driving. Howard all the way coast to coast and 2.
I tell you what, she brought the ball over just kind of, slowly, and then she put it in a whole nother gear and driving to the basket.
50-23. It's a 27-point lead. 3 shot going for it. Gilchrist on the 3. No good. Rebound. Here comes Howard.
Guess who with the rebound? Dariana Howard. Again, she's going to bring it up and do it all herself. After scoring 8 in the first half, she's got 10 here in the third quarter already. This has been the Dariana Howard show in the third quarter.
Her brother, Shakir Howard, and Dariana Howard, they eat, breathe, and love basketball. They never stop playing. They were a part of the Hot Shots. They were part of a travel team, Kim. They played summer ball where they went all over the United States playing basketball. Of course, Shakir Howard, a graduate at Clayton, is also a basketball player with the Johnston Jaguars, playing college basketball or NJCAA. They eat, breathe this sport.
You can tell.
McCoy, and a steal there by Deppen Brock.
Tried to pass it to Kayla Robertson and just essentially handed it right off to the Patriots.
Shot for 2, Deppen Brock, and it's to the left of the cylinder. No good by McGregor.
And McCoy comes up with the rebound.
52-23.
The
score.
Court.
Slaps that mess out of here by number 3 of Gilchrist.
She was looking for Kaylin McCoy. Layla Baker under the basket, but she got stuffed. So Kaylin McCoy will inbound it. Kayla Robertson actually comes up with it. Kicks it back out. Now Kaylin McCoy is going to kind of take control at the top of the key. Pulls it back out. Feeds it into Robertson. She dribbles and in for the layup for 2. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Man, just
travel.
like that. Yeah.
Or double dribble, yeah.
And I will say this, Kim, we're only an hour into gameplay. This game has flew by.
Oh, my God, it has flown by. I thought halftime flew by. First and second quarter flew by. But, again, you looked in the first quarter, we just had, I think, 2 fouls. We didn't have a lot of stoppage of play.
That's right. And, again, checking my stats, this is the first time ever that Pinecrest Patriots and Clayton Comets have ever played each other. This is an inaugural matchup. And I think it's cool, Kim, to bring in new teams, play new schools. Don't become complacent and play the same teams over and over again. I know we're fans of West Johnston and Triple S and South Johnston, those types of games. You know your conference games. You're going to play them anyway, Kim. But it's always good to take on new opponents.
Absolutely. Because obviously in the playoffs you play people outside your conference.
That's right. Shot.
McKiernan with the block.
That was Sanine Cobb there on the attempt for two for the Patriots of Pinecrest, and no good. Driving now, Trader.
Oh,
and she tried to go for two before the horn.
Yeah,
no basket.
she tried, but no basket. McKiernan tried to put the miss back up, but it was after the horn. So after three, Comets lead 56-23.
Jackie, what are you thinking? A little slouch play by Clayton to start the third, but then they came back and continue to increase that lead, 56-23 at the end of three.
Yeah, Clayton, it's like they come in sluggish, but then they pick back up on it.
Fourth period coming up next, 56-23. Comets Basketball Community Radio Network. We're back in a moment from Jeff Adams Gymnasium Arena.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
$56-23. We're back, 8 minutes on the clock. We're ready to go now for the fourth period. Kim, if you're Coach Marlon Lee, what are you telling your Comet Ladies squad right now? I mean, obviously you're looking at yourself getting a win and going to 3-1.
Oh, Patriots just turn it back over to the Comets. I think you just want to control the ball. You've got a good lead. You're up 33 points here.
That's right.
After three. So he's got some of his starters still in the game. I think we'll start seeing some more subs coming in, getting some time, getting some playing time.
And remember, it happened on Monday, Kim. If they score 40 points or more, the clock will simultaneously run.
For two.
And now you cut it to 5 points away from a 40-point lead. If it happens, the referees can only stop the clock on a timeout. The clock will simultaneously run. And that'll make the game go by faster.
Yeah, it's already gone by fast.
Driving, shot.
See, Patriots are trying to get some points and not make that happen, but Dariana's going to come up with the rebound.
Howard back to Robertson. Robertson down to McCoy. McCoy going back to Randall. Randall on a three and off the net. No good.
But
rebound by Howard. And a basket. No.
And she gets her
Second
own rebound.
time, and she gets fouled instead. By Cobb. 21. Kim, I will say this, though. Even though they didn't get the points, 4 out of 5 Comet players got their hands on the rock.
Yeah, it's good. You want to get all players involved. Again, when you look at the third quarter, Dariana had 10 points there in the third quarter. She was essentially the star of the show. But
that's right.
She's been creating turnovers all night. She was a little more quiet in especially in the first quarter, but in the first half, and then she just lit it up in the second half.
Got another CRN signing, Kevin Stump.
Mr.
From football is in the house, Mr. Stumpy. Always good seeing Kevin. Will Chalk's here. It looks like he just crawled out of bed.
It's pajama night for the Comet crew. It's pajama night.
That explains.
That explains all the Buffalo plaid. Had I known, I'd have worn mine.
And she misses the second. That was one of the things that plagued Dariana a little bit last year too. Was free throw shooting. She goes to the line, misses 2 there.
They can wear pajamas inside, not outside for football.
I believe Dariana is 0 for 3 on free throws tonight.
Cobb under pressure, going back down to Strickland. Strickland inside. Now
and Dariana with another steal.
There you go.
She just stepped in front of that pass.
And look at Randall.
All the way down the court to Randall, who is wide open under the basket.
Howard with the assist by Randall, and basket good. 60-23.
Again, the Comets
3 points away from a simultaneous clock running, Kim. Cobb says, get that mess out of here. Robertson and Strickland all over Cobb. To McGregor. McGregor now pressured by Scott. And here we go again. There you go. Number 12, Scott puts it in on a 2. And Kim, how long has that been since Clayton since Pinecrest has scored? Wow.
Yeah, they only scored 8 points there in the third quarter, but Comets are actually the ones to take a timeout this time.
Timeout. We'll be back.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Coming up later tonight, probably about less than 30 minutes from right now, the nightcap for varsity men's action. Welcome back to coverage of the Community Radio Network, CRN Sports on YouTube TV. Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey, I'm Wesley Outland. And again, right now, it's 60-25.
Yeah, the Comets keep hanging around that 35-point mark. Can't
right.
quite get up to 40 for that running clock.
Most recent win for Clayton for the ladies on Monday night, 63-17.
Yep.
And what a
Dariana's
score
gonna
it
get
was.
called for the double dribble. She kind of, as she tried to pivot, she kind of got her feet tangled up and picked up her dribble.
63-17 over Enlow, 38-31 last Tuesday night before Thanksgiving over Wakefield. Cardinal Gibbons, they started the season
again,
with a
the
loss.
Comets with the double team, and they create the turnover. I tell you what, they're up by 35, but they are not turning off the pressure of their defense.
And right now, ready to go on a 3-game winning streak. 3-1 the score, or three in their conference. There we go, Howard.
She almost surprised Howard with the pass inside, but Howard was able to collect it in and put it up for 2.
Well, she got a drop by like a bad habit and still was able to keep going.
Kayla Robertson was able to get her hand on that pass, knock it out of bounds.
Coming up next, varsity men. Trying to come back after a...
and Ariana with the steal. As she was falling out of bounds, though, she tried to save it and throw it right back to the Patriots.
Back to Scott. Scott driving up the lane, going to McNair. Back to Owens. No good. Scott's there. No, that's Cobb.
She had an easy layup under the basket. Oh, she's rolling around there. That's got to be a travel. She's rolled her hips.
And Coach Marlon Lee emphatically not happy. And I think he says the same thing you do. Why did you not call a foul or a whistle on that?
Yeah, it had to be either 3 seconds or at least a travel. But they're going to call a jump ball. Comets are going to get possession.
62-25. Under 5 minutes remaining here in regulation for the women's game. Varsity men coming up next. McCoy inbounds it from Robertson. Gets around Robertson and Howard, and she'll take it on her own to the net. She gets fouled.
Try to just lay it up. That was a tough shot to take, but again, as you said, she is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
McCoy going to the line, and again a 2-shot foul coming up.
And McCoy's first is good.
Varsity men is next. First time they've ever played each other. Pinecrest Patriots out of Southern Pines.
She's 2 for 4 at the line tonight.
Comets are 1-1 on basketball for varsity men, coming off of a loss to Wakefield. Heartbreaker, 72-69, right before Thanksgiving that game was.
Kayla Robertson comes up with the rebound, but just rolls right off of her thigh out of bounds, and so Patriots are going to get the ball back.
(63-25) under the net by number 5, and that was Deppin Brock, and she's
they
short.
Had a great inbounds play under the basket, but unfortunately she was directly under the basket.
That's right.
Had no room to put it up.
Really nowhere to put it. You're exactly right,
Kim.
She
was way too far under the basket.
Halfway in the 4th period in regulation, 63-25. Comets are 2 points away from a simultaneous clock. 2 games in a row now.
And Dariana
if it
comes up with
happens,
the loose ball.
Howard.
Drive all the way to the basket.
And there we
good.
go. It's a 40-point lead. The clock will continuously run after the next whistle.
Yeah, the only thing that'll stop the clock, like you said, is injury or
referee.
An official timeout or a coach's timeout.
That's right.
And here we've got a timeout taken.
30-second timeout by the coach, Marlon Lee, for the Comets.
And I expect at this point that we'll start to see some more substitutions coming in.
They've changed it to a full timeout now, Kim.
Okay.
They've changed it to a full timeout.
Regresando a la escuela, sí tenía miedo, porque yo tenía pensamientos que no sabía si iba a poder hacerlo.
A los 47 años, Marco obtuvo su high school diploma.
Nunca es muy tarde para obtenerlo.
Nadie obtiene un diploma solo. Si estás pensando en obtener tu high school diploma, puedes recibir ayuda. Encuentra clases gratis para adultos cerca de ti en completatudiploma.org. Repito, completatudiploma.org. Presentado por la Dollar General Literacy Foundation y el Ad Council.
You got to think, Kim, and here it comes.
Yep.
When are you sending in your second-string players? Who, by the way, Jackie, we saw them against Inlow on Monday night in that 63-17 game. Second string did about as good as first string did.
Yes, I was going to say I really didn't. You really can't tell the difference between second string and first string.
So we're going to see Layla Baker, looks like Cecilia Trader, Destiny Faison.
Bryn Stevens, Olivia McKernan.
Yep.
And yes, building up the bench, if you will. Clock will simultaneously run to the finish of this game. It is a 40-point lead. Clayton.
Oh, the pass was just a little too long off the fingertips of Cecilia Trader.
Yeah, Trader.
And it goes out of bounds and it'll come back to the Patriots.
Trader couldn't get back there in time to McKernan. And here we go now with 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Varsity men coming up next. 3 minutes left to go in this game. A fast-paced game, only about an hour in game time. 65-25 as Scott slowing down the tempo for the Patriots. Owens now back to Scott, going back around the perimeter, looking in a drive there by Deppenbrock.
They're going to call another foul on McKiernan.
And correction, that's actually Luxie Durbin that was there, Durbin, and a foul. It's a non-shooting foul.
Yeah, it was just a push.
2.5 clock runs. Rice now back around to Durbin. Durbin now back around to Owens on the circle. Top of the wing, and here we go. Clayton showing signs of pressure. This is the second team squad. And Kim, it's only fitting to let the players play. Get everybody off the bench and let them experience what it's like to play the game.
Yeah, because you look, it's not like the Comets have a deep bench.
That's right.
6, 7,
and
8,
they're the
they
future.
got 9 players on the roster, and all it takes is an injury.
Cecilia Trader driving, looking. Oh, around the circle. Look at that. He got it in. No. Right there, trying to get it to, I believe, number 32 of McKernan to Faison. And that was actually Layla Baker she was trying to get it to. On a shot for 3. No good. The attempt by Scott. And we're already 2 minutes remaining in game time, Kim. This game is over.
McKiernan got the ball, tried to get it off to Trader, and just threw it out of bounds. So it's going to go back to the Patriots.
65-25.
And correction, there's 10 people on the roster for the Comets.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
You know,
you got 5 on the field, 5 in the
yeah.
backup. Exactly. And you're.
So you want these players to get as much game time, because you can practice all you want, but the speed of the game when you're in the game,
that's right,
it's just a lot faster.
And they're closing in on 1 minute remaining here in regulation. A 40-point lead. Coach Marlon Lee and the Lady Comets are now going to go to 3-1 on a 3-game winning streak. 65-25, driving up the lane by Scott. She's going to get fouled.
Oh, no, they're going to call travel.
Not a foul. Travel called. No, it is a foul, Kim.
No, he's correcting it. He's saying, no, it's a travel.
Hey, these referees are like they're in the funny papers. One's going left and the other one's going right.
I think that the officials had a little bit of a disagreement.
And that took about 10, 15 seconds off of gameplay for Pinecrest or Clayton.
So there's only less than 30 seconds to go now.
If I was Trader, I would just roll this ball down the court, not even try to go for anything. Yep. This game is over.
She's going to stand out there unless somebody comes out to guard her.
For the Pinecrest Patriot ladies, they'll lick their wounds.
Yeah, down to 10. Now
and
they will come out and give some pressure.
Yep, here we go. Final 5 seconds. Trader with the rock from the 10th there by Baker. And this will go down to Stevens. Back to Baker.
1 second.
And this is it. It is over. Final score, 65-25. And that is the ball game. Wow. Well, we got a quick turnaround, getting ready for the varsity men game. Kim, your thoughts of this matchup here? I know you're tallying up the points, but what a phenomenal job by Clayton Comets. The varsity women.
I tell you what, Dariana Howard, she's going to lead all scorers with 24. She had 8 there in the first half, but came up with 16 in the second half. And the Patriots, they just scored 2 there in that fourth quarter, and they just couldn't overcome what the Comets were putting on, the pressure that they were putting on. That defense was essentially the tail of the tape for the Comets tonight, creating the turnovers, which created the offense for the Comets.
65-25. Jackie, your final take of the game here. Big win for Clayton.
It's just like Clayton decided that they were going to come out and do like they did Monday night. Offense and defense showed up. They were able to swap between the two, and they were able to get it done.
Had a couple of hiccups along the way, but not anything big. Something definitely they can work on for sure.
Absolutely.
Though. Varsity men coming up next. For Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey, I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you to interim principal of the Comets, Earl Moore, the doctor. Thanks also to John Asmussen, Marlon Lee, the athletic director, and the president of the Clayton Comets Athletic Boosters Committee is Brian Hell. 65-25 varsity men. Coming up next, this has been Comets basketball on CRN, the Community Radio Network. Follow us at CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and at wearecrn.com.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.